Microsoft is sunsetting Xbox Live Gold after more than 20 years and rebooting it as Game Pass Core, named after that part you throw out when you're done eating your Game Pass. I'm Luke Lafrendo, this is Game Linked, and this seems a lot like Sony's rebranding of PlayStation Plus, but a key difference here is that any Live Gold members will automatically become Game Pass Core members on September 14th, giving them access to a collection of more than 25 titles to play from Microsoft's many studios and partners to replace the Games for Gold service.
RIP.
And that last part is important because Microsoft is getting ever closer to acquiring Activision. Microsoft's appeal of the CMA's decision in the UK has been paused by request of both parties, so they can have more time to work out their disagreements and maybe figure out how to be good co-parents to the kids.
Any limits on gaming time?
30 minutes and you gotta cycle back and forth. And while the CMA and Microsoft are in couples counseling, Microsoft is also reportedly in talks with Activision to extend the acquisition deadline. The deadline was originally set for July 18th, but I'm sure Microsoft would like some time to work out its baggage with the CMA before starting an exciting new chapter of its life with Activision. Oh, multi-billion-dollar corporate love.
I don't believe it's real until there's a Netflix reality show.
Love loot boxes.
That's the name of the show.
Activision has restored the multiplayer servers for its Xbox 360 era Call of Duty games. A bit of casual necromancy that has fittingly brought the OG zombie mode back from the dead. It's a popular, albeit surprising move from a publisher that is so dedicated to burying old titles that their basement is starting to reek. Over 200,000 gamers played the decade-old COD titles this weekend, outnumbering the players for Halo Infinite and Battlefield 2042 combined.
Sadly unsurprising.
Yeah, BattleBit probably not though. Whoa!
Let's go!
However, it still seems that these reanimated servers have a serious hacking problem that Activision has yet to fix. And we know those exploits are fixable because several community-run servers had fixed them already, which Activision would also know, seeing as they had those servers shut down back in May. Look, Activision, it's not that we don't appreciate you bringing our loved ones back from the dead. It's just we had already done it properly, and now their legs are on backwards. What are you doing?
At least they have legs. Unlike the metaverse.
That's The UK's Games Industry Trade Association has announced 11 new guidelines designed to protect players, especially children and people who act like them, so us.
Gotcha.
We're saving ourselves from the horrors of paid loot boxes, which are the digital equivalent of walking into a dollar store and just telling the clerk, "Surprise me." The Association for UK Interactive Entertainment, which insists you call it Yuki with lowercase letters as if you're friends, will push for game studios to adopt the new guidelines, which call for measures like restricting minors' access to loot boxes and clearly disclosing win probability in an attempt to stop games from becoming baby's first casino. But some, like the esteemed Wumbler Chumbler on Reddit,
legendary,
question whether the guidelines came too late. The microtransaction meta has kind of moved on. It's less about loot boxes now and more about battle passes, which might not be any less addictive. The UK's National Centre for Gaming Disorders reported 855 referrals in the 3 years it's been operating, over 5 times more than expected. Loot boxes were a significant factor in only about a third of the center's patients, which range from children sneaking out to get around parental internet restrictions to grandmas addicted to smack-talking noobs. It's worth asking yourself about how much time you spend looking at a screen. After they're done watching. Yeah, watch this first and then think about that.
And then call your grandma.
That's probably a good idea too.
Check in on her.
She's kicking ass and sucking on Werthers, and she's all out of Werthers.
You call that a no-scope?
Back in my day, we only had iron sights. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Magic Spoon, the healthy yet delicious snack that'll give you the boost you need for your early morning gaming sessions. And by early morning, we mean the ones you started like 12 hours ago, and now you're here and it's the morning. No judgment. Maybe some judgment, but I judge myself, it's okay. Magic Spoon's keto-friendly cereals have 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 to 5 net grams of carbs per serving. Start your day end it or keep it going with a winning move of Magic Spoon and maybe a shower, because you deserve to smell good on the outside too. Check out the link below and use code Linus for $5 off a Magic Spoon variety box. Which one does Luke like? Quick saves, speed runs, or minigames?
Have you considered Quick Bits?
I think I like Quick Bits. And NEOPETS, the home for virtual cuddly friends you killed with your negligence, is an independent company again for the first time in 18 years. It's an adult now, and it has raised $4 million from investors, unlike you. The new CEO, Dominic Law, used to oversee a NEOPETS NFT game under the old regime, but has now canceled that game and will use its assets in a blockchain-free, no worries about that, mobile game, while bringing a slew of updates to the NEOPETS website and game library, proving that villains can live long enough to be heroes, although Harvey Dent was just a self-righteous ass even before his fate was burnt off. What a jerk.
Ugh. I don't know about that. I feel bad for that one. Was he self-righteous?
He's fictional.
That's true.
The developer of software bug simulator Star Citizen, Cloud Imperium Games, has used some of the $500 million it's raised to acquire Turbulent, a development studio that has collaborated with CIG for years on the game's backend, to no avail. Just kidding! Star Citizen has actually consistently been adding features, including dynamic persistence of objects to what is still being referred to as an alpha, for reasons that I'm going to assume include excusing the game's tendency to randomly decide you've played enough for the day and just boot you right off. Turbulent's acquisition will no doubt ensure Star Citizen will be the best game my grandchildren ever play.
Oh, they're gonna love it.
It's gonna be great. They'll see that can of soda I left on Neptune 5.
That's Grandpa's.
Tesco, the largest supermarket chain in the British Isles, will no longer stock physical games. However, digital points cards will still be available, alongside groceries, alcohol, tobacco, home essentials, clothing, lottery tickets, phone, and banking accessories. This follows news that GameStop Ireland has closed all of its 35 stores. And yes, we know the Republic of Ireland isn't part of the UK. Don't at me or threads me or gram me or whatever else, I don't care. The collapse in the brick and mortar market for physical game copies has been a gradual trend for years. But post-pandemic, an estimated 90% of games are now digital downloads. Maybe GameStop should consider pivoting to a more sensible business model, like selling strawberries and drain cleaner in the same aisle next to hard seltzer and maxi dresses.
What is a maxi dress?
I don't know. I'm a gamer. Portal Prelude, the fan-favorite Portal mod, is the newest game to get the RTX remix treatment from NVIDIA. Portal Prelude RTX also marks the debut of NVIDIA's RTX I/O, a suite of GPU-based loading and decompression technologies that make textures load faster and take up less disk space. NVIDIA says that while the game should run on any Vulkan RT-capable card, it's best experienced with a 40 series card using DLSS 3, due to how intensive and cutting-edge path ray tracing is.
Path ray tracing. That's the new one.
Finally, we know why the 4060 was so overpriced, so NVIDIA could pay modders to remaster an unofficial Portal prequel from 2008. What a deal!
Next up, Chex Quest.
Amazing. And Payday 3 developer Starbreeze thought they were being clever by hiding the upcoming game's stealth gameplay trailer. Turns out they were a little too clever. After dropping multiple hints on Twitter, eventually they tried to spell it out with some terrible poetry that included a fill-in-the-blank that had to rhyme with burrito.
Carnitos.
Turns out eager fans were supposed to go to their website and turn down the volume on the normal gameplay trailer, or visit the page in incognito mode, which is what I would naturally do.
I don't want my wife to know I'm looking at this trailer.
This is gonna be an explosive game launch. Someone eventually figured it out. It's like the time I couldn't find Reggie Jones during 4th grade hide and seek, only to find out he wasn't hiding. His entire family moved. I don't think Reggie liked me.
Or they were just really dedicated to the game.
So maybe he's just a gamer.
They say he's still hiding to this day.
But don't be like Reggie. You should come back on Thursday for another episode of Game Linked. We'll even put a special Easter egg in the episode. It's more gaming news. You'll never see it coming.
What?
They would never have guessed that.
Yeah,
I spoiled the whole thing.
It might be tech news. You know?
Oh.